Welcome to the Rip 28 podcast. This is a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we're going to keep on talking about them on the Rip 28 podcast. I am Sylvester Williams, and they are the Rip 28 podcast. How you doing? As always, we start off with the president. What's going on there, President Tate?
C-Naz in the building. Hey, you know what happened to David Ruffin and Eddie Kane?
Hey, ain't nobody came to see you, Chance. Ain't nobody came to see you, Chance.
Remember, history does repeat itself.
Exactly.
On the other side, what's going on, Dr. J?
What up, man? This is good time, man. A lot to be thankful for. You know, as you see my hat right here, we already know what's going on. We already know what's going to happen. You know, those jokers were hyped, though, but we beat them down again. Little brothers, they'll always be.
Whatever.
It's good to be a Clifton Tigers.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool going to the Bad Boy Mowers fan bowl or whatever.
Hey, look, we probably get a good bowl game. So,
whatever, man.
Look. We done been in the playoffs the last 6 years, so it's hard to keep up traditions, man. It's hard, it's hard to be great.
Sit your ass down somewhere. On the other side, Beezy, what's going on, Beezy the Great?
What it do, man? It's Beezy the Great, aka Uncle Elroy, aka Chance favorite coach, man. Glad to see y'all fellas back, man. Let's get it. I like the hat, Juwan.
Thanks, Paul.
Oh, my bad slide.
Look here, first of all, I need to go and get my number one in the nation, University of South Carolina Lady Gang. Cause number one in the nation. After spanking UConn this week, after Coach Don Staley and her crew spanked UConn, that's what I'm talking about. Number one in the nation. Number one in the nation. Get it right. Well, check this out, man. We're glad to have y'all on the Rip 28 podcast, man. We're enjoying ourselves out here, man, but we want you to enjoy us too, man. And one way you can enjoy us, you can check us out on all the different streaming platforms, man. We're out there. Wherever you want to be, wherever you are, we are, man. We're on Apple Podcasts, Podbay, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Man, we are everywhere, man. And one thing we ask you to do, man, when you check us out, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't like, share, subscribe, something like that, hey, man, your mama probably didn't like you. Your mama just ain't like you. You was raised wrong as a child. That's the only reason I can give you for not liking, sharing, or following the Rip 28 podcast, man. What we want to get into this week, man, it's a lot going on out there, but we have the people are talking to us. The people want to know things, man. We're doing pretty well on our podcast, man. I check our Spotify stats and stuff like that, man. We get about 700 to 800 listeners every episode. The number keeps going up each week, for the old episodes. But the thing is, our YouTube numbers are terrible. I don't know why, but we can't get nobody to watch the shit on YouTube, but they listen to it.
I've been trying to tell you, Sly.
What's up?
I mean, the host of the show, his face is on the screen.
Oh man!
So you making our numbers go down, right? You got to just put that background. You got to take the picture off. The numbers are skyrocketing.
I'm gonna have to do the show shirtless or something like that for the ladies, man. so I get all the women fans out there, man.
It might work. Might work. Everybody likes something.
Hey, it will work. They're going to want to know, did he go to Dr. Miami for them titties?
Hilarious.
Hey, he ain't tell you got the nipple rings too.
Yeah.
Hey.
Got them nip naps.
But check this out, man. We got, due to all our listeners, man, sometimes we get letters in. Well, a lot of times we get letters in, to be honest with you. A lot of people write us. They want to ask advice. They want to know what's going on, get our take on things. Well, we have a letter. I'm going to bring this thing up right now. I had to copy and paste it because he had all his information on his email. So I copied and pasted it. And it goes like this. What up, brothers? I'm coaching my son's second grade basketball team. I've never done this before. I need a lot of help. How would you break down an hour practice? I want to focus on skills, especially defense and fun. By the way, I live in Upper Connecticut. It's a lot of rich folk out here, so I don't think I'm inheriting a lot of hungry talent. Help me out. Yo, man, now we got two former, we got one former coach and one current coach on the squad. And I coach my kid little league team, and Chance currently coaches this kid little league team. Juwan watches TV, I guess.
He played intramurals.
I'm probably the best ball player on the thing now, at this very moment.
Oh God, man! What advice can we give this brother, man? This brother needs some help. What advice can we give him on coaching little league sports, man? Second grade.
I'm gonna tell him is get his ass from them rich folk and get in the hood if he wants some of that. Nah, man, I get a brother. You have to give him credit, man. There ain't a lot of men stepping up to take on these roles and be the leaders in the community. So they're doing a good job. I'll just tell them, take the fun out. Ain't nothing fun about losing. I don't care if it's second grade or 12th grade. We got to get out of this. Oh, we just playing to have fun. No, we're not. If they was just playing to have fun, they wouldn't keep score.
Hey, they don't keep score in second grade.
Yes, they do.
But some second grade. But for one, it's second grade. All right, so you ain't gonna have no superstars out there. So what I used to do, the first couple practices, you just work on dribbling, jump stop, triple threat, just to see who can do what, so you can know who your main players are. And then I say you section it off in the minute section. So you say, all right, 5 minutes we're gonna work on this, 10 minutes we're gonna work on that. Just keep it organized, because if you just and then everything got to be a group activity, because if you do one person go at a time, they're going to be walking around playing with the other basketballs in the stands somewhere. So you got to keep everybody involved all the time.
Man, see, that's that rich folk stuff you talking about. In the hood, we ain't got but one ball, so everything we do is one at a time. So, but no, you got good points, though. I would break it off and have to where you do set it up, start some passing with your bounce passes and all that, teaching pivot foot, because, at that point, a lot of kids in second grade just picking the ball up and running. So I would teach a lot of fundamentals and just teaching them to be always in athletic position, making layups, jumping, and being on the balls of their feet, man. They just try to teach as much fundamental as I can, so as they progress, they'll still have that, and they won't play like Juwan.
Well, look, I'm big on defense. So if we ain't teaching we gotta teach defense in the training. Because these young cats these days, they don't play defense. Everybody want to shoot the three ball like Steph Curry. No, get out and play defense. We gotta do some conditioning. They probably gonna hate me afterward, but yeah, we're gonna be running back and forth, suicides.
In the second grade?
Practice off and suicides, in the practice suicides.
That's all they do is run.
You got to run them.
Hey, look, these kids ain't these kids not in shape like kids used to be back in the day, man. Too much playing video games. They ain't the same type of shape.
These kids are in shape. All they do is run. They run through the hallways. They run through their parents' damn house. They run. That's what they do.
That sounds like some bad administration at your school.
but check this out, though. Check this out.
Not to cut you off. One point about Juwan. Juwan, you do know we played with you most of our life, right?
Oh, man, I play defense.
So you talking about you playing defense.
Hey, I'm a lockdown defender.
But check this out. Check this out. To kind of go with Hey man, sometimes you just gotta ignore shit. Just keep going.
For real, Sly. Proceed, man.
I'm about to say, before school, I used to go to Juwan's house and play him and his bro. They still couldn't stop it.
Oh, you know Eli. You
next subject.
Hey, only thing they said is they'll whoop your ass with a tennis racket, though. I tell you that.
Hey, but check this though. But a point to what Juwan said though about making the kids run. You gonna win over the parents with that now, and this is what I mean by that. If you make them kids get out there and they just running suicide back and forth, by the time practice over, they're gonna be tired and ready to go to bed when they get home. So them parents gonna thank you. You might not win a game, but they ain't gonna have to deal with no kids every day after practice. Them kids gonna be tired and gonna get in the bed. So
man, be honest. Be honest. Sly just trying to run them boys and girls so they tired. So when the single mamas go home,
yes, sir.
all they need is a bath and some oatmeal. And he's trying to slide in. Be honest, man.
Say, Coach, why you here? I'm going over the game plan with your mama. Me and your mama, we working on the game plan. But
I'm showing her how to box out. She boxing me out.
There you go. But here go the thing. I think with kids, especially that young, man, you don't know who can dribble the ball. Like Chan said, man, you don't know who can dribble the ball. You say jump stop, them kids don't have no idea what a jump stop is. So I think you just teach a lot of defense, man. I think you teach them we gonna run. We're gonna play defense and we're gonna practice layup drills. That's all we're gonna do. We just go lay.
The thing about it, no matter how good, if you don't have any good players, you still can have a chance of winning if all those players playing defense and they playing hard. That's what I see,
Who the hell gonna dribble the ball if they ain't gonna never practice?
No, I ain't saying don't practice dribble. I'm just saying, have all your team.
But no, I agree with that. The team that plays defense, they at that age have a good chance of winning, man. So I think there's more than one way to get it done.
Yeah, a lot of times, in that age group, you can't full court press and nothing like that. So they at least got a chance to get it past half court. So anything.
Well, that's park ball. That's park ball you talking about, Chance. Now they got AAU, second grade AAU tournaments where them boys playing full court press and everything. So you got some, but it's just depending on your area and where you are. It's depending on what kind of
now let's say my man said he in a rich part of Upper Connecticut, right? So
exactly.
So they got money out there, so they probably got all the rules. They probably not playing with a scoreboard where he at, to be honest with you.
I'm figuring that was park ball that he was talking about.
Yeah, he probably talking about park ball. But my thing is though, even if they could come across, even if you let them come across half court. Once they come across half court, have your people in full. Don't try to teach no zone, because ain't no second grader gonna understand the concept of a zone. To play zone correctly, teach a man to man and just in your man face. You know what I'm saying? Just stay there in his face.
Yeah, I remember when my son was playing. They had that half court rule. I put them right on the half court line. As soon as they cross that court, it's on. Let's get that steal.
I'm telling you, man, and I think you get a couple of steals. And then my thing is you get a couple of steals, and then you get them practicing a layup drill, just running full court, just giving layups. Because eventually you're going to get somebody going to hop in the passing lane or knock the ball loose. So you just want them to know how to dribble and do a layup, and hopefully something good happens. Hopefully something good happen. But them first couple of weeks, man, just sit up there and find out who can dribble the ball. And, you can teach dribbling and all that type of stuff like that. That take a while. But to sit down in a defensive stand, that ain't hard to teach.
It don't take talent.
It don't take talent to play defense. Once again, Juwan said he was a defensive stopper. He did it his whole life. Yep. Look at that side over there.
And I'm not saying that as a knock to Chance. I'm just saying Chance played the passing lanes and he got more shots than a guy like Juwan that just sat in the corner and hoped somebody passed it to him.
Well, technically, Juwan would have got more shots if he got off the bench.
But that's true too. That is true.
He couldn't get off the bench.
That's a good fact too, Sly.
Coach Curlow was holding him back.
Hey, you really gotta respect guys like that, though, man.
Look, I ain't played my junior year. I played my senior year, but yeah, you already know how I used to do. When I got on the court.
I respect you, man, because if I wasn't playing, I'd just quit. you stuck it out and hung out there with us, man.
At least he got a trip to Florida. I mean, that's good. He got to see Spaceman.
Hey, I do appreciate you having me in Gatorades and stuff, though, man.
You know, when he that type of party, man.
You kept your boy hydrated, man.
Hey, check this out, though. You brought up something earlier, though, about winning. You know, how important is winning at this young age, man? Because, you know, a lot of these parks and recreation places, they say, okay, well, we're not going to keep score. I think that's the biggest crock of bullshit ever. We're not going to keep score because
everybody knows the score is.
Everybody, yeah, you're right. Everybody in that stands keeping score. Everybody on that floor keeping score. But they say, okay, well, we ain't gonna turn on the scoreboard and keep scoring, man. But how important is winning at that age?
I think both are important. I think knowing how to win and knowing how to lose are both important skill sets to have, because you're not gonna always win in everything you do in life. Sometimes you're gonna fail, sometimes you're gonna lose, but it's a process to get to where you can consistently win. So, but it is something called winning. It is something called losing. That's real life. And so you should keep scoring, let those kids kind of work through those emotions of understanding how to lose and understanding how to win. Yeah. So
in the grand scheme of things, the score is for the parents. As far as the game, if you got 10, 11 kids on your second grade team, maybe 3 of them folks will end up playing in middle school, high school. So you're just trying to teach them good habits, how to be a good teammate, how to be a good person, you know what I'm saying? And then you might have some good kids that come out of that. I mean, I know LeBron talking about the AAU stuff, but I'm talking about Park League. So you just want to teach them good habits and how to be a part of a team and how to be responsible and how to go through adversity, deal with their actions. You know, you mess up, you get took out the game type stuff. You know how to deal with that type thing.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna teach my son that is not winning or losing, because I feel like that teaches them not to be competitive, man. When they get older, well, we just out here to have fun. No, son. When you get out there, you want to go out there and you want to win. Yeah, you're gonna lose, and we'll teach you how to deal with that as well. How to be a gracious when you lose. Good job. Such and such, we'll get you next time, whatever. But I am going to teach and going to continue to teach there is winning, because in life there are winners and there are losers. That's just what it is, and everybody don't get an award.
Yeah, I'm one of them big guys, man. I don't believe in everybody get a reward, everybody get a trophy, man. I think that's some of the biggest bullshit ever, man. You don't deserve a trophy, man. I lost a friend though for this. I got a homeboy, won't even talk to me. He won't even talk to me, man. He was sitting up there celebrating a fifth place trophy he got. I'm like, come on, man. You came in fifth place, man. You ain't getting no trophy for fifth place. I can't give you no props for coming in fifth place.
That ain't the only reason, but I won't go there.
He a little sensitive, man.
But yeah, I feel everything y'all saying, and I don't disagree at all. But like I said, in the grand scheme of things, you trying to teach these kids how to go up. Because I mean, ain't no you ain't getting no Super Bowl, NBA title, or nothing like that in the second grade. Nobody. You want to teach them how to be good when the games start to count. So that's what the most important thing is.
Yeah, and it is something for proper sportsmanship and stuff like that, man. You know, because we all, you know, former collegiate players, man. You know, we're all competitive, man. We're all competitive. Hell, if I play you in checkers, I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I guess in the second grade, you might not want to have that attitude in the second grade, maybe.
All I'm saying is you find out who is who at that age, you know what I'm saying? Because half of them folks ain't going to play the next year, let alone, you know, middle school, high school, college. So you trying to figure out who the competitive kids are, who your ball is going to be. Then you put your focus in on them, you know what I'm saying?
Have y'all seen Go ahead.
I think you just got to find that balance, man, because you don't just want them to be all about winning and have poor sportsmanship. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I just want the kids to know there's a such thing as winning and losing, and everybody don't get a trophy. Because I mean, and I know we the old heads now, and you know how back our father, man, back in my day. Well, back in our day, everybody did get a trophy. Nope. If you were not the winner, you didn't win your championship. You didn't get one. Nope. And that's what it was. But in our day, that also made us want to come out and fight a little bit harder. In this day and age, like Chan said, hell, they just don't play the next year.
And that's true about, if you don't win, you don't get a trophy. That's why LeBron don't have any Little League football trophies because we got them all from the Redskins.
I have several.
We got them all.
Championship. I got a jacket with championship. You need to talk to the Eagles and the Cowboys. You got them all.
The Redskins, we got them all.
So. Even with that, we came back every game and still fought hard. Now, coach ain't gonna play or whatever. We quit. It's just I don't get it, man.
Have y'all seen the movie King Richard? The new movie with Serena.
Oh, love it.
And haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. Well, spoiler alert. I was not to tell you.
Hell, you already know what happened in the end.
Yeah. But the way their father was teaching them how to, when they would go to tournaments and they would win, and he would get mad because they were boasting about winning. He wanted them to be humble, and they win, and also know how to lose and have fun and all. I think all that stuff is important, right? And learning to work, like everybody's kind of saying, working through those emotions of winning, losing. But also you want them to have fun because even if you lose, right? It's all about having fun, right? And you could lose and you could win and know how to cater those different emotions and how you do that.
Yeah, kind of like you saying, you don't want them to not want to play no more. Yeah. That's the goal. You want them to continue playing through life. So you don't want to make it so hard that they say, all right, I don't even want to play sports no more. So
but like I said, in every sport, it's always adversity, right? And so you always got certain things you might not be good at, right? And so if you're on the team, you're not good at this one thing, don't mean that you can't be good at something else to help the team out in all general retrospect. So
that's why it's that balance, man, we was talking about. You got to know how to win because that's important, but you also got to know how to react when you don't win. And I think that's something that we all lose sight of is when we lose, how we get around that, how we get over that.
Hey, one last thing about the Little League thing. I think the worst part about it is everybody got to play a certain amount of time. Oh, if you suck, if you suck, you don't deserve to play. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put it in.
No parents pay their money, and if I pay my money, I bet my kid is. Hey, I want to get just as much time as another kid.
And you end up losing because you got to play these scrubs for half the game.
Hey, Chance, and the crazy thing about it is, they got 2 quarters to suck it up out there. Chance, all that adjustments you got sitting back as a coach. See, if I just move my press up a little, man, I can't do that out there with little Damon out there.
Well, check this out, Chance. That's that. I'm gonna be honest, Chance. That's that Arkansas mentality. Because here in Atlanta, I don't know about basketball. When it comes to Little League football, I don't give a damn how much money you paid. Out here in Atlanta ball, if your kid can't play, you better have a generous coach because I done seen mamas get to fight on the sideline because they baby ain't playing. Bruh, in Atlanta, man, them Little League, they serious. They serious. I done seen kids sit out the whole 4 weeks and they play. Like, God damn.
Oh, man.
In my county, they don't have to play as much as everybody else. It's not half the game, but it's a certain amount of plays they got to play.
See, Chance, that's letting y'all know Chance got a little bit of money. Chance done moved on up. He on that rich folks side of town. And they got different rules. Shit. When my oldest played, bro, it was crazy because you had kids who just wasn't good, but their mamas paid the money. So the organization we were in down in Fairburn, I can't admit that they made sure we had a coaches meeting before the season, and the organization, they had all the coaches from all the age groups, and the team president said, okay, I understand kids aren't going to be as good as other kids, but we have to let the kids play some. Every game, they got to play some. Now, what is your definition of some? Varies, you know.
Kickoff team.
That's about it, you know. And sometimes you throw them in there at wide receiver and run the other way. You know, that's how you get around that. But man, I tell you, man, it's all about the organization you're with. And I talk about one of the funny things about our organization. At the beginning of the year, we had our coaches meeting. He said, man, I got some simple rules, man. He was like, I want you to treat everybody with respect. You know what I'm saying? Remember, it's still fun, even though we're trying to win. He said, remember, it's fun. I want you to teach the players. We want to teach kids how to play. And the last and most important rule was, don't fuck none of these mamas. And he said just like that. Now, every year, somebody got caught up messing with somebody's mama. And I'm gonna tell you that this gonna come off wrong. A lot of people gonna get mad. But the best or the worst thing that can happen to a little league team is a single mama. And I ain't lying to you, man. I done seen some great single moms who do everything and become team moms and, you know, help out. And I'm talking about damn near assistant coach. But I done seen some single moms pissed off because you in the fourth grade and your kid 5'1", 250 pounds, and you don't understand why he don't play quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And you won't cuss everybody out because your kid don't play quarterback. Your kid on the offensive line and don't even know what the offensive line is, man. Dog.
Well, first off, we know that's your child if he's 5'1", 250 pounds in fourth grade.
Hey, he dominated.
Barely making the way in. We know that. But just because little Johnny can throw the ball out there in the yard and throw it far and do all that, don't mean little Johnny finna come in here and be no quarterback. Bruh. And a lot of people get messed up because they don't have people in their family that has ever played sports.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And don't understand what it takes and what goes into it.
I think that's the worst thing, man. You get a lady who don't know nothing about the sport, or you get a dude who wasn't good enough to make it when he played, and now he wanna push all that off on his kid.
Ooh, the worst part about that is, you know, you got volunteer coaches. Mm-hmm. All them daddies being coaches, boy, that ain't never coached. Like I'm a little different because I coach ball. So, you know, everybody think their kid the best player on the team. But yep. I understand if you're not, you know, I'll put you on the bench if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. But some of these parents, man, they gonna play them regardless, win, lose, or draw. And if you say something about the kid, they ready to fight, all kinds of stuff, man. So that's a bad part too. So the single mamas and the daddies being the coaches, because they call it daddy ball.
Daddy ball. Daddy ball, man. And see, the messed up thing is you can't really avoid daddy ball because in order you won't have enough coaches. You're gonna have to have a daddy out there coaching or a mama, you know, let's be equal opportunity. But I'm talking about football in particular. You gotta have somebody daddy, because if my kid ain't playing, why I'm gonna come out there and coach, you know? But you do have guys who volunteer in the community or whatever, and they're with that particular program and they stay with that program for years after their kid is gone on. Now, you will notice that those programs and those teams do a lot better when the coach doesn't have a kid involved in the game. You know, you'll notice that those programs do a lot better.
I guarantee you one thing. My kid ain't playing. You ain't seeing me no more. I ain't going to no games, no nothing.
Boy, you dirty, boy.
Enjoying my time away. You know,
I don't retire from coaching. The only reason I coach because of my kid.
But check this out though. What about when CJ get older and CJ become, you know, CJ go on to college and, you know, he 19, 20 years old. He in college doing his thing in college. You don't think you would volunteer, because now you're gonna be what you would be. CJ get 18.
Yeah.
What you'll be 55.
I'll be 50.
You'll be 50.
Yeah.
You'll be 50. You won't have no kids in the house. You and Tanisha, you're going to want to try to get away. I need something to get away every afternoon. I'm tired of looking at you, baby. Let me get away. And I think that helps out, too. You get older guys to come back and coach.
I'll be fishing or something.
That's like my pop.
I don't know. We might adopt some kids or something.
Hey, my pop still coaching at St. Andrews Middle School, man, from the time we was in high school, like him and Coach Kelly, man.
Yeah.
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 Because you got to think, man, you just, after your kids gone, you got to do something.
You got a lot more free time, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it worked out. I didn't know your pop still coach with Coach Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Bull.
So Juwan, you thinking about being a water boy for Little League?
Yeah.
You go tote the water for a little.
I ain't never told water a day in my life. Boy, y'all know that.
We got to tell some little jokes every once in a while.
Man. Well, check this, man. This is a RIP 28 podcast. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to see you back right after these quick commercials.
Hey, I'm Jay Little, the owner of Forward Counseling and Consulting. We're a consulting and coaching firm who believes in the TLC method: truth, love, and community. Whether coaching corporate clients, individual clients, or engaging in individual counseling and group counseling, we believe that you can be more than what you are today by finding your truth, love, and community. You can reach us at www.forwardcc.net or give us a call at 803-457-5413. I'm
Welcome back to the RIP 28 podcast. Welcome back. It's the RIP 28 podcast. It's a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we're going to keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. Now, we're going to do a bunch of listener letters and stuff today. Now we want to do something that's kind of been floating around on the internet, man. We got a question that's going around there. It wasn't one that was emailed to us, but we still want to see what everybody thinks about this. I am bringing it up now. I'm trying to go live on. I shouldn't. Let me stop share right here. Hold on, man. You know, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll figure everything out, man. We'll figure it all out, man. It'll get there. All right.
Professional broadcaster.
Professional broadcasting, man. Sometimes shit happens, bro. Sometimes shit happens. Now let's go back over here. Let's share the screen. Here is the question, and now it's blocking the top part. I can't even see the top part of the screen.
Want me to read it?
Go ahead. You go ahead and read it.
All right. Let me do my white guy voice. All right. Here's the situation. I am a 47-year-old male, married for 12 years. My wife is 36. We have 2 sons together, 7 and 4. My wife has a daughter she had before her and I met. I am in love with my wife, and I think that she is the most beautiful woman in the world. I have always been self-employed. I do landscaping. Over the years, there have been times when money rolled in good and other years when money was hard for me to come by. During the bad times, I often worked 110 plus hours a week. God, 110, how you do that? Oh, switch it off.
Switch it off. Okay, my bad.
So this man said he worked 110 plus hours a week to make ends meet. I do some construction, drive some Uber or whatever I got to do to pay the bills. But that causes issues between my wife and I. Each time things have gotten really bad, my wife has had an affair to make up for the time, money, and attention she feels like I can't provide her. I found out about her last affair when I found a cell phone in her car. For the last 8 months, then she claimed she was visiting her daughter at college she would check into a hotel with another man. I feel responsible for failing to meet her needs. She doesn't want a divorce, but admits she doubts she will ever fully stop dating. And says the effort she puts into deceiving me is proof that she loves me and doesn't want to hurt my feelings. My heart is broken and I feel like a failure. Am I a fool to stay with her? What should I do? Man.
Use a motherfucking fool. Use a whole fool. Man, what? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Hey, that man in love, man. He's still in love.
Bruh, it ain't that much love, dog. I'm gonna be honest. He need to go and check them kids and make sure they his kids.
These letters be so funny to me because it's like, man, you already know the answer, man. Is it therapeutic to type it out or something or write it out to somebody because you're all the way wrong for even sending this. Dude, come on, bro.
On some real ish, though, it's cats out there that really feel that way. As crazy as that sound to us, it's cats out there that feel that way, bro.
So only time she cheat is when times get tough. That's what he's saying. But it sounds like she just cheating all the time. He only catch her when times is tough because I guess he at home a little bit more. That's wild as a month.
Bro, that man out there Ubering and she getting an Uber ride from another man. Come on, man. That's an open and shut case to me.
Yeah, it's OB. It's OB. Like, wow, like you seriously. And then she told the dude that, yeah, I ain't never gonna stop dating.
I can't see myself.
Yeah,
the way I'll stop dating.
But she does that because she allowed him to do that, right?
Yeah,
you could tell by what she said to him, like, and she knows he ain't gonna divorce her or anything like that. He just gonna deal with it. That's it. So as long as she can take advantage of him, she can take advantage of him.
She got the right dude because he ain't got no confidence. He must feel like she's a trophy wife or something.
He can't get nothing up.
Yeah, no.
Not get nothing that what he got, put that way. That's what he feel like.
Wife. He picked out a girl when she was in high school or they went to college together.
Nah, he said he's 47. Start off on 47 and been married. Yeah, been married for 12 years. So he met her. So I guess they got married when she was 24 and he was that 35?
Yeah.
Well, see, first off, he wrong because he didn't even give her a chance to get that freak out of her.
Nope.
You gotta let them get that. Everybody go through that stage. Well, most people, I ain't gonna say everybody. A lot of people go through that stage to where they out of college and they exploring, quote unquote, their freedom, and they're liberating themselves and doing all that. Man, you gotta let them do that because if not, you're gonna be just like him, gonna have a lot of heartache and pain.
Well, she's 36. How long it take to get that up?
Well, he married her when she was 24.
But she ain't never stopped.
Yeah, she still never stopped.
Because he caught her right in the middle of it.
So I mean, dang, where you gonna get it up?
She got
gonna get that up out your sister.
She got to hurry up, bro. Why are you staying? You know what though? I'm gonna throw this at you, man. This actually sounds like something in reverse. To be honest with you, this sounds like something a dude would be saying to a chick. To be completely honest with you, is like, yo, the reason I love you,
because I hide it from you.
She hide it from you. You know, she says the effort she puts into deceiving me is proof she loves me and doesn't want to hurt my feelings.
She got a lot of brothers.
Yeah, she got some brothers. She got maybe she's fucking a lot of dudes. That's
what it is. That's what it is. Like she learned that from the dude she been with.
Look,
I lie to you because I love you and I don't want to hurt you, so I try to hide it.
I tell these other girls the truth, but I lie to you.
And I love you. We can have that on the movie check, Chad.
For real, man.
Look,
I
don't know.
See, my thing is, man, you putting all this work in like a sucker. You doing all of this, and he says when the times get bad, he done worked 110-hour weeks. You know, I don't even know how you get 110 hours in a week to work, to be honest with you.
Because he never sleep. He Ubering, he contracting, he landing.
Just think about this. If you work 12 hours a day, that's 60 hours. So how you doing 100 something?
No,
that's 60 hours in 5 days, right?
It's 168 hours in 7 days. 7 times 24, that's 168. He working 110. He working 110. That's what 50. That's 58. That's 58 hours left.
Yeah, so he ain't getting no. All he doing is sleeping.
4 hours, 4-5 hours a day.
Yeah, and his body would have been shut down.
Yeah, he ain't on youngster either. He almost 50.
Yeah, he probably exaggerating, but he work a lot. We just put it that way.
Put it like that. Yeah, he doing what it takes to try to keep out somebody else dead.
He count Uber as just being online as some hours, I guess.
Well,
he ain't got no calls.
Here go my thing is what she doing. See, like all she doing is just fuck it.
And don't seem like she getting paid for it.
Yeah.
She need to go there and get a
job. No, she said she getting paid for it. She get if you go back to the letter, she's getting something for that time and that she was doing that.
No, she wasn't. I don't think she was getting nothing, Shane, but a good time.
Yeah.
I thought it said something about that in there.
She said no. She said each time things have gotten really bad, my wife has had an affair to make up for the time, money, and attention she feels like I can't provide her.
And she said money. Then he said money.
Well, no, she's the money that he can't provide.
He can't provide, right? So she going out and cheating because he can't provide nothing. She giving up the cookies to somebody else.
I thought she was saying that she was getting money from somebody else too.
No,
that's how I read it.
Hey, Chance, another movie check. She ain't getting nothing but 2 inches of hard dick.
How high?
That's about it, man. Brother, you got to walk, bro. I mean, I know you got 2 youngsters. You probably don't want to leave your kids. You probably, but what's gonna end up happening? You're gonna end up killing them. Eventually, and I hate to go dark like that. I hate to, make it take a dark turn, but eventually you're gonna lose it. It's only so much you can take, man. It's only so much you can take, and then that's how you hear about crazy stuff in the news. Man goes off, kills wife and 2 kids. That could happen, dog. And I hate to make it sound dark like that, but you got to leave.
See it. You see it time and time again. It just happened twice in Columbia where I'm at, our hometown. Just happened.
I wouldn't want to be with a woman now. If I cheated on a woman, if I was a cheater, I'm not at all. But if I was, and I cheated on a woman, I don't know, and I got caught. I don't know how I couldn't go to bed. Y'all motherfuckers stop laughing.
I was saying, you put a public service announcement out there. Hey, if I was, I don't know.
Hey, check this out. Hey, who you trying to convince? Us or yourself?
Like, Sly, we don't know nothing about you. I ain't nothing I can say.
Man, it's a hater born every minute. Man, it's a hater born every minute. But here's the thing though, man. I couldn't. How do you even go to sleep with somebody that night and not worry about them killing you in your sleep, bro? You know what I'm saying? How do you even go to sleep? Like Chance, man, if you step out on your wife, you couldn't sleep in that bed that same night.
I had to learn how to have one eye open.
I'm telling you, that's the only way.
And I don't know how to do that, so
I'm good. And I know Juwan to get his wife will get her daddy to come up here and kick.
Hey, at least I know he probably got the ring on his door, but he'll know when he's coming, so he won't be asleep. At least he had time to hit that back door. So.
Juwan, she got brothers. Your wife have brother. You have brother-in-laws?
No.
No, just sister and the cousin.
There's one sister-in-law. That's it.
My sister-in-law, she got any cousins? She got a lot of male cousins?
No, you know her. You know he done already told you her daddy told the strap.
I know, but I got a point I'm gonna make.
You trying to set me up for a joke, so I'm
no,
I'm not even gonna go for it.
No, I'm not. I was gonna say if she got crazy cousins or brothers, oh, they gonna lock that back down door. That they gonna lock that back door down. You ain't going out that back door. Pop gonna be at the front with the scrap, and them boys gonna be at the back with baseball bats, waiting to bruise you up, boy.
You know, Juwan got about 6 doors outside of his house, so he can hit all the doors.
Yeah,
he got that mansion.
You
but
better
they are great husbands. They don't do that, so there's no need to use them in that scenario.
Yeah, I mean, they already know they good. You know what I'm saying? Black men don't cheat.
That's my public service announcement.
I'm just glad y'all got friends like me and Juwan, you know, that talk y'all off the ledge when y'all think about killing the girl and kids and stuff when they run off on you like this letter.
No, man.
We take care of you, man. We talk y'all the ledge.
You set the example, you know, that we can live by. We look up to y'all, and then that way we know we good. You know, we see what y'all did. You know what, Chance, you done been married, what, damn near 18 years?
It'll be 18 years in March. Mm-hmm. I was talking to Tim. He was like, if you fail, man, don't nobody else have no hope. I was like, hey, ain't gotta worry about it, bro. We got this.
Bro, I'm serious, man. I'm serious, bro.
So. It's a milestone. So you got 2 more years. 20 years, boy. That's a milestone, boy.
20 years in the game.
That's what's up, boy. You got one of them LL careers.
Yeah. Gotta lick my lips real quick, LL.
hey, you ain't licking them to be like LL. You licking them shits because they asked you.
Hey, I was trying to give you a little tip to say you need to lick yours too. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to.
I know I need to lick my hand. If I smell too fast, my lips gonna bust.
I was trying to be slick about it, but you want to bring it that way.
Boy, you done been together for a long time, man. So
yeah,
you ain't
good stuff.
Even together longer than the marriage, so you know it is over 20 years.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting, man. You know, because speaking of a long time, man, I look back, man. I'm on Facebook trying to figure some things out, and I saw a young lady on Facebook we went to high school with. She had a birthday, and you know, she posted some pictures of herself. On Facebook, and hey, bro, she still look good. She still look good from when we went to high school, man. She holding up very well, and just she got me thinking back when I was a young freshman coming into school. You know, who was that fine girl I had a crush on, and I was wondering if she's still holding up, how she still look, man. Because I think back to my freshman crush, man, and I ain't afraid to admit it. I'll say it for the world to hear.
Say it then.
For the world to hear. When I walked into the doors of Columbia High, I thought the finest woman on the face of the earth had to be Angelina Gordon. Bruh, I know we got a couple people listening there. She ain't on Facebook, so I guess I can say her name. But I thought Angelina Gordon was the finest woman on the face of the earth. It just got me wondering, though, you know, how some of your high school crushes, are they still holding up? Shayla had posted Shayla sent a picture one time because she know I was in love with Angelina Gordon. They went to a basketball game, and I was like, damn, she's still fine. She's still fine. Boy, it was two women at Columbia. 2 women. It was Angelina and Tanya Squirewell. I was in love with them. I'm telling you, boy. Got me reminiscing over here.
Boy, you look like you're
hot fluttering, boy. Hot fluttering, man.
I got a story about her. I think in my senior year, Paul Swan took me up to Greenville. And see, I can't even remember the dude's name, but he was like one of the top players in the state, country, or whatever. We went there, and she was at the game. And I was like, Coach, that's Angelina right there. I was like, man. She's like the best thing going. He was like, man, go shoot your shot. I went out there. I was like, hey, Angelina. you remember me?
You said you with Coach Swan? You said Swan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Swan, me and him went to a basketball game.
You probably went to see Dennis Cannon.
Nah, it wasn't him. I can't even remember his name, man. But dude was hooping.
James Griffin.
Griffin, yep, that's it. James Griffin. Woo, that ball coach.
Yeah, went to Wake Forest.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Bro, check. I ain't even mad at you.
You got the stuttering chance.
Yeah, I said, hey, you remember me?
Hey, you know, you ain't got no game or nothing to say. If your first, you remember me. Yeah, so what?
Man, that's about it.
What did she say? She said, yeah?
Yeah, she said, yeah. She was like, oh, hey. You know, she was cool. She was nice and everything. But, you know, I was like, all right, then.
Hey, boy.
Wait a minute, that was your senior year?
Yeah, my senior year. High school.
I think I remember when that happened because I think you came back the next week, probably had the best game of your whole goddamn life.
I don't remember.
You probably came back, had the best game of your life. You was on a high for a whole nother week, bro.
Hey, boy, I'm going to tell you, y'all talking about high school crushes, and it wasn't my high school crush.
Oh.
And, you know, on the RIP 28, no, I'm being serious. On the RIP 28 podcast, we don't call names.
I had to call that name.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in a good way, but this ain't finna be good. Man, if this you and you are on Facebook right now, I apologize. Boy, she went from looking like a supermodel, like bad, to a 3 technique, dog. Look like hey, look like she could dang gonna be playing on Saturdays, man, down there in that 3 techniques, like taking on them double teams, man.
Oh, you talking
against the run.
You talking about? No.
Go ahead, Raven. Don't do it, Chad. Don't do it. Yeah, man, I was like, whoa, boy, how times change. How life and gravity has taken effect.
So yeah. Sometime it happened, bro. Sometime it happened, man. Who was your high school crush, LeBron?
Well,
when I'm talking about you was a freshman, when you was a freshman,
when I first came
and you walked in the door, who was like?
I had 2 like you because y'all was already there. It was Candace Jacobs and Shayla Abrams. You know what's funny?
You know Shay too long. That's right.
It's like.
I mean, that's what it was.
I love Shayla. I love Shayla. I love Candace. I love Shayla to death, man. I can't, and you ain't the only person who said this. You know, some younger guys, because I had posted this on Facebook probably about 2 years ago, or maybe longer than that, probably 3 years ago. I posted the same question on Facebook, and people said Shayla. And to me, I done known Shayla my whole life since we was in the since we was the 3rd grade. I can't call Shayla fine. I just can't. It just don't work like that for me. I like it.
Yeah, and I got friends like that, but
somebody
Shayla,
said Shauna was fine. I was like, who? Shauna who? Shauna who? Shauna ain't fine.
It was the fact that they were so cool too, so I can understand that. You know, they would never mean to nobody as far as, you know, somebody coming up speaking to them. So I can see the younger folks, you know, really taking a liking to them.
Yeah, the younger folk, but I ain't but a year younger than y'all.
You still the younger folk.
I don't care. I thought they were fine. I don't care how you spin it. And they're still good looking ladies, and I hope they're doing well and all. But you know, I guess I like because they played sports too.
Yeah, that might have been it.
You know what I'm saying? That helped that you see them out there balling, going 27-0. Mm-hmm. And neither one of them look like a 3 technique.
And like you said, they still are gorgeous today. I give Shauna a lot of hell, but Shauna, my girl.
You're supposed to shout out the car.
I gotta be on Shauna's nice side. You know, Shauna getting that real money now. Shauna got
yes, sir. She might not come back on the show no more.
Oh yeah, she probably can't come back on the show. She making real money now.
I was gonna wait till next year to ask her to let me hold some. but if you're listening,
let me hold something.
Let me hold 20. Next 20.
Hey, Chance, they say you have not because you ask not. So I'm finna ask them.
What they say? Yin Yang twins, close mouth, don't get fed.
That's it. So Shauna, if you listening, you know, brother need lunch for the week. You know, it ain't gonna hurt you.
Let me hold something.
But,
hey, man,
for real, while we say that, shout out to Shauna on the move, on the promotion she just got out, man. We very proud of you.
We can't say a promotion. We can't say what way she going.
I know. All I said was promotion.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Shauna.
We ain't trying to stop the money.
Nope. We never stop her money.
The money. Shoot.
Shout out to Shauna and everything she got going, and keep going. We're proud of you.
It's a lateral move.
Ooh, that's an upward move.
Ain't got nothing to do with it, but we proud.
Come on, Dr. J. We're gonna put you on the spot, man. Who when you walked in as a freshman, man, your wife can't beat you up too bad for saying who you thought was looking as a freshman.
Y'all know me. I was all about the books, man. My crush was mathematics and calculus. And
you weren't even taking calculus in 9th grade, fool.
Hey, since you ain't gonna say nothing, it was Jerome Swinton.
Okay.
Y'all stupid, man. The man said it was mathematics, so leave it at that. It was mathematics, Jawan. That's right.
Man.
AKA
Pi 3.14. That's about the only thing I remember.
22/7, if I'm correct.
Man,
yeah, that's all right, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But it's interesting though, man. When you look back at the times, man, and you think, you know, you as a young freshman, man, and when you walk onto that campus, you walk onto that high school campus, and it's so big, it's so different from middle school. It's moving so much faster. And you see these grown women, you know what I'm saying? They grown for you at 14. These grown women. They're like, wow, man. So I tell you, man, shout out Angelina Gordon and Tanya Squadwell, wherever y'all are now, wherever.
Hey, you ain't next to me.
Hey, you hear that, LeBron? Pew, 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 pew. The boy shooting them shots, boy.
I'm trying to shout it out quick. So if she see him, she already know I got a crush on you. So ain't no need us talking.
But
unless you trying to give me them digits. Chance.
I think both of them married.
I already told my story.
So it was Angelina Gordon?
Yeah.
You know, see
but
LeBron
wasn't bad either, man.
See, LeBron, you was a year later. You ain't get to walk down the halls and see her, man. You ain't get to just. She walked by. I smelled her one time. She walked by me, man.
Hey, I saw you in the locker room and if her titties bigger than yours, that's enough for me.
Hey, then she talked to one of the guys on the basketball team. I was like, you know, he wasn't all that great, you know. So I'm like, I'm gonna step my game up. I'm gonna practice every day.
I hear you, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Man. Well, check this out, man. Check this. We're getting close to the time, man. We don't have Dre around here. So we can't do our 90s block. But y'all want to take a walk down the 80s block? I know we putting this on we putting this out here. I tell you what, this is what we'll do. Our last quick segment. I'm surprising everybody on the podcast with this one. I'm gonna give you a messed up situation. This is gonna be the name of this subject, name of this segment. A messed up situation. Which one would you rather want? And you have to choose one of these. Would you rather somebody give you $500 million, but you have to have HIV. You have to be HIV positive. Somebody inject you with HIV. Would you rather someone give you $1 million and you're injected with herpes, or someone give you $500,000 and you have to be burning for 10 days straight. Which one would you rather? And this is a messed up situation. A messed up situation. Which one would you want? It's a messed up situation.
You ain't go dark. You said you didn't want to go dark, and you went all the way dark.
A messed up situation. Which one
and you gotta pick one.
And you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one in a messed up situation.
All right, the middle one is definitely the first one. You know, Magic Johnson still thriving and living with them 50 million. So that you be like, it might not be that bad. But then the other one, the 10 days or whatever, 500,000. I guess the worst of all evils, you have to go with that one.
All right. Me, I'm agree with Chance, man. I'll take the 500,000 because that's the only one you can get rid of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know with AIDS or whatever, you know, you got all this medicine and stuff that make it bearable, I guess, but suppress it, but you still got it. You know, I guess I'll take, you know, that's why it's a messed up situation.
I gotta go with the last one, dog. Do whatever you gotta do to stop that thing in 10 days. I'll take that 500,000 and hopefully I'll get the 500 million one day. But I don't know, boy. I don't. That's a messed up situation. That's a messed up situation.
It's a messed up situation. So that's what it is. What about you, Jawar?
I'll take that 500,000 and invest it all in Bitcoin, and hopefully I get to that.
Yeah, for real, Jawar. I'm with you on that, JK. No, right? That's a real messed up situation.
The funny part about it is, like, I think probably 2 or 3 of y'all already got that for free.
Whatever, boy. They some games.
No, sir.
Not at all.
So you definitely gonna take that 500,000.
Not at all. So,
no, sir.
Well, check this out, man. This has been another episode, a great episode of RIP 28 the RIP 28 podcast, man. Before we get out of here, man, you got any closing shots, man? We won't start off with the president. You got any closing shots you want to say?
No, man, I'm good, man. Just peace and blessings. I had a great Thanksgiving, you know, first time being in Atlanta. Had a bunch of family down here. We had a great time. We sang karaoke for about 6 hours. So my voice is a little parched, but, you know, that's all it is.
What about you, LBZ? Anything you want to say?
Man, all I want to say is be thankful every day, man, because we're losing a lot of folks every day. So be thankful, man, and cherish your family and friends and those that are close to you, and achieve greatness every day, man. Nothing but greatness.
What about you, Dr. J?
Yeah, I'm with the fellas, man. Be thankful for everything, man. We round around the end of this year. About to celebrate Christmas. Everybody, you know, spend time with your loved ones. Take time out of your day just to tell people, you know, what they mean to you and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's been a good year. It's been a good year.
Hey, good what you saying that, man. Hey, black people, stop going broke for Christmas, man. Please. Stop going broke just because of Christmas, man. Do stuff all year round. And you ain't got to worry about spending all your money at Christmas.
Hey, man. Hey, that's words to live by right there. Well, check this out, man. It's been another great episode of the RIP 28 podcast, man. But before we go, I want to leave you with this right here. Why would you want to be respected by someone who doesn't deserve your respect? We'll see you next week on the RIP 28 podcast, man. We hope you enjoy it. Talk to you later. Peace.
I'm gonna help you get that quote right too.
We'll get it right for us all over here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Juwan, I really do appreciate all that water.